Hello movie fans and welcome to Lost in the Reel. Today I'm going to be talking about a 2024 Oscars hopeful called All of Us Strangers. This devastating fantasy-tinged drama will not be for the faint of heart, but is it one of the best films of the year? Let's talk about it. All of Us Strangers follows Adam. One night in his near-empty tower block in contemporary London, he has a chance encounter with a mysterious neighbor named Harry, which punctures the rhythm of his everyday life. As a relationship develops between them, Adam is preoccupied with memories of the past and finds himself drawn back to the suburban town where he grew up, and the childhood home where his parents appear to be living just as they were on the day that they died 30 years prior. Writer and director Andrew Haigh has skirted on the peripherals of cinema for quite some time now, mostly with his intimate portraits of queer life, like in his moving cult classic Weekend, and also with his short-lived HBO series Looking. He returns with another gay love story with All of Us Strangers, but one that sees the director swinging for the fences, tackling many genres and difficult, gut-wrenching themes. Going into this movie, I had heard that it was a real tearjerker, so I was expecting to at least cry. Which cry I most certainly did. In fact, I was reduced to a blubbering, tear-soaked mess by the end. But what I wasn't expecting was how challenging a film this was going to be. All of Us Strangers takes a premise that shouldn't really work, an eerie tale of a son reconnecting with the ghosts of his parents, and presents it in a way that feels fresh and effortless. But the twists and turns it takes, delving into pure psychological horror, I was not prepared for. And by the end, I had to take a step back and really let the film simmer inside of me before I could come to any conclusions, because it really was a difficult movie to endure despite its inherent beauty. I think why All of Us Strangers hit me like a ton of bricks is because how close to home all of it felt. The movie tackles loneliness and grief in such a succinct way that it forces the audience to look inwards on themselves with these matters. And sometimes being forced to soul search can be a truly painful experience. As someone who lost both of my parents at a young age, this movie also felt like it was speaking directly to me. And anyone who has lost a parent will feel the same. There are so many things I wish I could have shared with my mom and dad, my successes and my triumphs, small special moments and memories, but also my heartaches, my mistakes, and my past and present traumas. The lack of having my parents here to share those important things with, and having to keep those things bottled up inside, has always made me feel a little lost at sea. All of Us Strangers takes this idea of being able to finally share all of those things with parents long gone and turns it into a painful and heartbreaking, yet meditative and uplifting experience all at the same time. The ensemble here, made up of Andrew Scott, Paul Mescal, Jamie Bell, and Claire Foy, is truly incredible. The lack of any other actors besides extras in the film put all of the emphasis on these four performers, and they fill the screen with their presence with every single moment. Andrew Scott, who is a well-known stage actor and also who played Moriarty in the BBC Sherlock series, is finally getting the chance here to flex his leading man gravitas. But he does something even more inspired here. This is a very understated performance, punctuated by bursts of unrequited emotion. And he slowly but surely lets the audience in, although always at arm's length, which is exactly how this character operates. Scott's chemistry with Mescal is also so tenderly realized. The two of them don't make a whole lot of sense at first, but the more they let each other in, the more enriching their relationship becomes to watch. Claire Foy and Jamie Bell, as the ghosts of Adam's parents, are just as sublime. Every moment that Scott gets to spend with one of them, or both of them, on screen are the real highlights of the film. The brilliance of these scenes is in how surprising that they are, which shows just how great the screenplay is.
I'm gay.
Must admit, I'm a bit surprised. Not really sure what I feel about it.
Both of these characters could have been so obviously written in a way that is all face value. But how Andrew Haigh was able to give both of these parents a character arc, and for the audience to understand them as people, and to see their progression and feel their affliction, all through the eyes of their son, despite them being dead, is a pure feat of screenwriting ingenuity and also a testament to the fantastic performances. Critics and audiences who have seen All of Us Strangers already have been mixed or even negative on the ending, and I do understand why. Without giving too much away, Andrew Haigh definitely goes for an ambiguous ending that might come off as a little anticlimactic or sudden. Though all of those things could be true, I also found the ending, upon much reflection, to be one of the best parts of his film. It is a haunting and surreal finale that, if anything else, will get people talking about what they think all of it means and what actually happened.
What's it all mean? What's the point?
Anytime a movie can get people to discuss and healthily debate about such things is a win in my book. Many people have had this film at the top of their Oscar rankings since its premiere at Telluride in August. And although it certainly deserves every accolade under the sun, I have a hard time seeing a film that is this small, this gay, and this challenging be a surefire Oscar contender. But what I love about All of Us Strangers is that it wears all of those attributes like a badge of honor. And whether it does or doesn't get nominated in the end, that cannot take away the sheer power of this film. Equal parts beautiful and horrifying, uplifting and devastating, heartbreaking yet also heart-mending, All of Us Strangers is one of the finest films of the year, and one I will probably never forget. I can't promise that everyone is going to love this movie, as it is an unconventional and audacious slow burn, but I do think that audiences who are hungry for such material will be rewarded with one of their favorite films of 2023. Thank you so much for watching Lost in the Reel. What are your thoughts on All of Us Strangers? If you've seen it, have you also not been able to get the song The Power of Love out of your head? Because I know I haven't. And what is one of the most challenging films that you've ever seen? Sound off in the comment section down below. And until next time, my friends, take care.